Alright, what's up everyone? So, I just want to point out before I say what we're going to do today, I accidentally left my heater on all night and the garage is so warm. Like, I feel like I should do that all the time. But, enough of that. So today, what we are going to do... Alright, so what we are going to do is we are going to paint this and this so that we can put it in the car. Once those are in, we can properly hook all that up, put that in, wire up, like move all the wires out of the way so I'm not stepping on it and stuff like that. Then up here I think everything is done. I think all we need to do is just sap strap some of the wires that are hanging underneath. Let her run for about an hour, drain the oil, put new oil in, and then she's ready to go. Oh, and then what we need to do is, so with the new bumper, so with the way my front suspension is set up, with it poking out so much, the wheel moves forward, right, when the wheel is turned, and it will hit this. So on my old bumper, which you can see is right there, we had to trim this so that the wheel would clear. So we need to do that on both sides. We need to fit it up and try that. So I'm gonna start by moving some cars around and getting the mixing up the paint and getting it ready to paint those things. Alright, so that's the first coat on that. This looks pretty good. Can't really complain. Camera's doing it a lot of justice, but yeah, it looks good enough, I think. You know, it'll go with the color scheme of the car. This, I just did the top coat. Looks pretty good. I think I'll do one more coat and then let it dry and then do the other side just to make sure that I don't miss anything, like the underneath, any different angles. And yeah, so I'm gonna let that dry. Still got quite a bit of paint in the gun. Yeah, it'll look so nice. It'll be white engine bay, blue block, blue strut brace. It's gonna look good. It's gonna look good. And then black car. Yeah, almost there. Just a couple small things to do, and she's basically done. All right, so all that is now painted. You're just gonna let it sit and dry. While that's drying, we're gonna put the bracket back on for the ECU. Bolt it on there, and I guess start tucking some of that wiring. So yeah, I'm so happy the way that came out. Can't wait for it to be in the car, looking real good. And oh, you can't really see me. I just want to do huge shout out to Cody because he did such a good job placing everything on that sticker, and it just looks so good, looks so professional. So huge shout out to him for that. And yeah, so I gotta go under there because the ECU is right here, and we didn't bolt it in because we were trying to see whether the car running issues was because of the piggyback and stuff like that. So I'm gonna slide this bracket on, and it bolts up right in here, out of the way, and then we can start tucking some of these wires a little bit better so passengers don't kick it. And then I gotta tuck some wires under there. And then, yeah, then we can put that panel in and start working on this stuff. Alright, so we got the ECU in. It's right over here. It's tucked in. Gotta tuck a couple, like just this wire. And then, yeah, that'll do nicely. Still gotta tuck some wires over there. But let's go check up on how our paint's doing. Alright, so it all seems pretty dry. Not really sticky. What we'll do is we'll put this one in right there. Because once you put it in, it shouldn't move or anything like that. So we can put that in and see how she looks. Actually, let's do it right. Wow, that looks so good in there. We were having a little bit of difficulty. As you can see, with this bolt here, I couldn't put it in. One, because this wiring harness is in, and two, because it doesn't line up. So I think when I hit the wall, it did a little bit more damage than just bending this. I think it shifted that a little bit, which is why it doesn't really line up. But we managed to get it in, and Now she looks sick. So that looks really good. I'm really happy with that. That looks freaking awesome. So now that that thing's in, we have to go and put that plate in. And yeah, so we're gonna do that right now. We're gonna put that in, put all the gauges up, put all the switches on there, and then we can start tucking the wires behind it. And yeah, and then pretty much done the wiring aspect of it. Okay, so we're working on this. We got this part in. I just have to say, if you get these gauges from Canadian Tire and you're gonna put them in, make sure you slide all your wiring and stuff through these little sleeves that hold in the gauges to the bracket, and slide them through the bracket, because I've had to take these things off like 3 or 4 times because I keep forgetting that to run these wires and stuff through, and the water temp gauge doesn't disconnect from the back. So you have to disconnect it from where it plugs in and run it all the way through, like pull it all the way back, then slide this little thing on and this. So if you do put these in, just make sure that you slide all your wires and lines and everything through these little sleeves and the bracket first before you connect them all. So I just have to say that. So, oh, that fell out, but this is all set up. We're just gonna put the self-tappers back in and then put this up on there, and then I'll show you guys the result. Alright, so she's on, gauges are on, they don't move, they're centered. Switches still work, so that's good. I just need to make this hole a little bit bigger so I can fit one of my other switches on there. And then right here, this is my headlight switch and my tail light switch, my light switch for the outside of the car, but it doesn't reach to that side. So what I'm gonna do is make a plate and JB weld it right here, drill a hole and mount it right there. So after I fix that one, then I'm gonna work on this one. So I made that hole bigger so I could put my starter switch in there. I made this bracket for the light switch, and this is the JB weld that's working its way. It doesn't look the best compared to that one, but it's good enough. You can see that the bottom has a gap, but as long as it holds it in there, I still got to tighten the switch, but I can't really do it while this is drying. So once this dries, I can tighten this, and oh wow, that's not working. And then Ryan and them came over. We tried to tune it a little bit better so that the throttle was more responsive and didn't backfire as much. We took out this little thing. So this lets the computer advance and retard the timing. I've showed you guys this in a couple of the videos. But for some reason, when it's plugged in, the car doesn't like that as much. So we're just gonna leave it as it is right now. I'm gonna bring this when I go to tune it, which is next week. But right now, yeah, she runs pretty well. We ran it for like maybe about 20 minutes. Tomorrow I'm gonna let her run a little bit more, and then drain the oil and stuff. Then we gotta put this door on, and she's almost there. I love that these lights are the same color as those lights. It's just awesome. So I think that's gonna be it for today. We got a lot of the little stuff that we need to get done. Like, this project has been going on for so long. It just makes me so happy that it's actually running and she feels like she's got more power, which makes me really, really happy. Yeah, so just hit that like button if you like this video, if you like how the Mustang's coming along, if you like, you know, just anything. My hat from Octane Monkey. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see the progress of the Mustang, because she's not going to end right here. This isn't, once she's done, she's not done. She's just ready to be sent out into the real world. Like stuff will keep happening to this car. Yeah, and so like, subscribe, hit the bell to see when all my videos are updated, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.